a love like this. Gotta be something for me to write this. Hands to the heavens, no man, no weapon. You scuffling fights while he tryna hustle that life to bring us Lauryn Hill type of singers. Even the righteous schemers still let Christ a dream world. Are your eyes still green, girl? I got people within my team that I ain't even know talking to me about like they've been molested.
Let's talk about Common, the rapper who looks like he just walked out of a Whole Foods commercial, but raps like he's got beef with the entire U.S. education system. This is the same man who'll drop a verse about social justice, then date half of Black Hollywood, and disappear the second someone says the word marriage.
Damn, girl, you gonna make a nigga fall hard, man.
And somehow, he's never the villain. How? Let's unpack. Born Lonnie Rashid Lynn, on the south side of Chicago, Common was practically destined for greatness. His mom, Dr. Mahalia Ann Hines, was an educator. His dad, Lonnie Lynn, was an ABA baller who later became a youth counselor. So basically, he was raised on slam dunks and Socratic wisdom. Back in high school, young Rashid started his first rap trio, CDR, and they even opened for NWA, but the group fizzled when he left for Florida A&M to study business. That lasted about 2 years before he was like, nah, and dropped out to chase music full time.
That's what I'm talking about right there on that board.
Originally, he went by Common Sense because obviously he had some.
Y'all put all that money on your heads and then don't be having the money for your rent.
But then a rock band with the same name got lawsuit happy, so he trimmed the fat and simply became Common. And let's be real, the name might be humble, but his legacy is anything but. Fast forward to the hip-hop renaissance of the early 2000s, and Common is leading the charge like a poetic knight with a mic. He dropped Resurrection in '94 and Like Water for Chocolate in 2000.
Force One Direction for sure, the cream of the planets. Resurrection.
Both certified classics. I Used to Love Her.
I used to love her.
That was his love letter and low-key roast to hip-hop itself. The song basically said, hey hip-hop, I miss the old you. And Ice Cube was not having it. The result, Common dropped the legendary diss track, The in You.
Two name Q. Step to the calm with a few.
And let's just say, he did not come to play. Then came the Kanye era. Common signed with Ye's Good Music, dropped B in 2005, and suddenly, consciousness and commercial success were sitting at the same dinner table. But Common didn't stop at music. Hollywood came calling, and our guy answered. He's popped up everywhere, from American Gangster
From now on, don't nobody talk to me directly, you understand?
to John Wick Chapter 2, where he threw hands with Keanu Reeves and somehow made it look dignified.
An eye for an eye, John. You know how it goes.
He even got flirty with Queen Latifah in Just Right.
You're funny, you're smart, you're attractive. Why are you single?
And when the worlds of politics and poetry collided, Barack Obama invited Common to perform at the White House. A rapper reading poetry at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue? That should have been a feel-good moment. Cue the faux outrage from Fox News, Sarah Palin, and Karl Rove, who apparently thought Common was going to overthrow the government with a haiku. Spoiler, he didn't. Meanwhile, award shows can't get enough of him. He won an Oscar with John Legend for Glory from Selma.
And men become legends. Sins that go against our skin become blessings.
He pulled off a Grammy and an Emmy, a rare triple crown most rappers only dream of, while pretending their shampoo bottle is a mic in the shower. He even teamed up with Diane Warren for the power anthem, Stand Up for Something.
Take a stand. The greater plan's the creator's plan.
This man's got more hardware than a Home Depot. He's narrated commercials, introduced NBA All-Star games, and continues to sprinkle conscious bars like confetti.
Today, right now, you have more power at your fingertips than entire generations that came before you.
Some folks think Common is a little too smooth, like so calm and wise. Critics call him corny, predictable, maybe even your aunt's favorite rapper. But others, they see him as the comfy hoodie you've had for years, familiar, reliable, and somehow still stylish, especially when it comes to his music. Enter his latest drop, the sharp and independent A Beautiful Revolution, Part 2.
We the people are becoming reborn.
which sounds like Common threw a protest, a therapy session, and a jazz club into a blender and hit puree. Produced by his longtime partner in crime, Kareem Riggins, the EP checks every box on Common's Make the World Better, but make it a vibe checklist.
It's to allow people to express themselves, but also offer them solutions. You know, you gotta have, like, as an artist, I try to offer solutions.
He's got questions about the COVID-19 vaccine, throws side eyes at the so-called justice reform movement, demands we finally fix the whole billionaires versus broke people thing, and paints vivid images of National Guard tanks rolling through neighborhoods like they just got lost on the way to a Call of Duty map. It's thoughtful, it's intense, it's Common doing Common things. Common and hip-hop go together like grits and hot sauce. Messy sometimes, but undeniably soul-nourishing.
I must say, with hip-hop, I also was able to use that ladder to get to other things that helped me to become more confident.
Back in the early 90s, he was just another hungry kid with a mic and a message. Fast forward to now, he's got Grammys and Oscar. From Selma to Suicide Squad.
You're a lucky man. Got a bad.
He also dropped bars in Gap commercials.
Fell into the gap, they rockin' the hood. Seen peace in the streets when I stopped in the hood.
And somehow managed to make activism look cool. But fame, like any mixtape, has its scratches. In his 2019 memoir, Let Love Have the Last Word, Common shared a deeply personal and painful chapter, being sexually abused as a child. He repressed the memory until working on The Tale, a film about trauma.
Jennifer, sweetheart, I found a story that you wrote in English class.
A line in the script cracked something open, and out came years of buried pain. I think I was abused, he told actress Laura Dern. The courage to speak up, legendary. He's forgiven the man who hurt him and hopes to help break cycles of silence and shame.
I really believe that in telling my story, other people will be okay with talking about that situation.
All the headlines have been so clear-cut. Enter Jaguar Wright. Jaguar, a Philly soul singer with pipes and opinions, both loud and raw, made waves accusing Common of sexual misconduct during a sleepover scenario that, according to her, turned non-consensual. The story went viral. Reactions, nuclear. Common responded with a calm, steady, God bless Jaguar, the hip-hop equivalent of, I'm not mad, just disappointed. He denied the allegations completely, saying, she may be going through something I don't understand. Classy? Maybe. Complicated? Definitely. Drama aside, Common's dating history could power a whole season of The Bachelor Neo Soul Edition. His romantic resume reads like an R&B playlist. Kim Jones, his first serious love, and the mother of his daughter, Amoye. They split when their child was just one. Erykah Badu, the queen of incense and head wraps, who turned Common into a cosmic love poet from 2000 to 2002. She was his first love, and when they split, he couldn't eat. Taraji P. Henson.
Off the floor.
Low-key, but real. When they broke up, her son was bummed. Common later called her a good woman. Taraji tweeted his song Testify years after the fact. Proof that even when the fire goes out, the smoke still lingers. Or he can just...
Hello. Verna, kiss my black.
Ouch! Serena Williams. The GOAT of tennis and Common's partner from 2007 to 2010. He called their relationship mature and respectful. She dodged romance questions like she dodged backhand volleys.
You enjoyed the home. See you later.
Angela Rye, the political strategist who turned Common into a walking think piece. They dated and broke up again, but stayed woke and friendly. Tiffany Haddish.
Don't play me, nigga. I will end you. You end your little thirst.
Met on a movie set and had what she called the best relationship I've ever been in. They joked about apartment building proposals and Instagram birthday tributes, but careers pulled them in different directions. Jennifer Hudson? Oh, Common and Jennifer Hudson. He hit her with poetry, she hit back with vocals, and we were this close to wedding bells. But then Common got allergic to commitment again, Jennifer was ready for forever, and he was still stuck on vibes. Were you rooting for Common and Jennifer, or did you see the breakup coming from a mile away? But don't get it twisted. Common's legacy is deeper than red carpets and relationship rumors. He's a fierce activist. He founded the Common Ground Foundation to uplift underserved youth and later launched Imagine Justice to fight mass incarceration, promote mental wellness, and rally for racial equity. He even performed in prisons, walked the streets for gun reform, and pushed for COVID protections for inmates through #WeMatterToo. Common isn't perfect. He made mistakes, faced allegations, and opened wounds in public, but he keeps showing up. To speak, to serve, to love, and yes, to rap. Whether you know him as Common Sense, Lonnie Rashid Lynn, or just that chill guy with the deep voice in every third movie you've seen, one thing is undeniable: the man has layers. Let's talk money. Common's estimated net worth hovers around $45 million. So, where does the cash come from? Music was the launch pad, with 14 albums under his belt, including B, Resurrection, Like Water for Chocolate, and Black America Again. Common built a steady stream of royalties from conscious rap before it was cool. He turned Hollywood into a second home. He's been a hitman, a freedom fighter, and at least once a basketball-playing ghost mentor. That's steady SAG money right there. He's also got a string of production credits, brand partnerships, and real estate investments that scream financially literate grown man energy. Not flashy, not flossy, just efficient. Common isn't hoarding wealth in some cold Beverly Hills bunker. He reinvests in youth through the Common Ground Foundation and communities through Imagine Justice, and in the occasional $70 CMOS smoothie. And yet, he still feels like the kind of guy who'll give you a ride to the airport if you really needed it. All right, y'all, I'm out. Catch y'all in the next tea session.